PM, we may appear to disappear, but we don't. There are lots of ways that you can continue to still watch your beloved Jewellery Maker, and they are Sky, Virgin, FREESAT, the Jewellery Maker website, YouTube, or the Jewellery Maker app, which is available for your smartphone or tablet. So, whichever way you choose to watch Jewellery Maker, we are always here for you to create, wear, and share.
Are you new to jewellery making? Not sure where to start? Then tune into Jewellery Maker every Thursday at 6 PM for our Get Started hour. One of our fantastic designers will be showing you basic techniques, giving you lots of hints and tips, bringing you one of our specially designed kits for newbies, and showing you step-by-step demonstrations to get you started on your jewellery making journey. Get started with Jewellery Maker every Thursday at 6 PM.
If you have a question or query for Jewellery Maker, then contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Email help@jewellerymaker.com or drop us a message on our Facebook page.
Did you know that when you book a Jewellery Maker workshop, you're given exclusive access to our Jewellery Maker shop? You can browse through special items and offers, be privy to selected discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Shop whilst you learn and grab yourself some amazing offers. For more information on workshops and available dates, contact our call centre.
Don't want to miss a Jewellery Maker show? Then download our app for Android and Apple devices by searching Jewellery Maker in your relevant app store. Stay with Jewellery Maker wherever you go. Don't miss out on our amazing deals, inspiration, demonstrations, and of course all the fun. Create, wear, share on the go with Jewellery Maker.
My arms aren't long enough. Look at this! I can tell you this is longer than 5'5½". 2.5 metres. You could hang your washing on this. 2.5 metres of emerald going under £10. What are the rules? 390 carats, 2.5 metres of emerald going under £10. Been on your screens once before, obviously sold a 3-figure quantity. What on earth? 3.5 metres. Held 100, especially for our show this evening, knowing it was under £10. I know, 6:30, this is coming up for you. Do you know what? I had no idea that this strand was this long. It's unbelievable. Oh, all of the emerald. I just layer it up. I just layer it up. Layers and layers and layers. And this coming up for you. Had to wait for the duration, obviously. 925 sterling silver. Under £10. I love a chain. Absolutely love a chain. You can't go wrong, can you? Great stocking fillers, great birthday gifts, great Christmas gifts. This will be coming up for you at approximately 1/4 to the hour. So everything in this hour is going under £10. I love that. £10 is my kind of budget. I can justify spending £10 on myself quite easily. Have a feeling I'm going to be spending a lot more in this hour. Have a look at this strand. Where did this... Oh, this is a night owl, isn't it? Oh, pink spinel. We wasn't sure whether we were going to have this one. 16 carats of pink spinel. Night owl, coming up for you 7:45. There are so many reasons to stay tuned. That's that lovely Chloe. So many reasons to stay tuned this evening. Everything this hour going under £10, leading up to our Larimar showcase that we have for you. We've got so many incredible pieces of Larimar. You're going to absolutely love it. Right. Look at these. Green amethyst, These are rounds, faceted rounds. Now these hours are always fast and always furious. It's just to bring you as much as we possibly can. You want to see everything we have on offer, right? Of course you do. 75 carats of your green amethyst you've got here. Very rarely do we see green amethyst in faceted rounds. In fact, have I ever? I don't know, faceted pears perhaps. These are beautiful. Very, very vintage look to these. Green amethyst, also known as your Praisiolite amethyst. These go hand in hand with your purple amethyst as well. They really work stunningly together, the greens and the purples. Your green amethyst, it's kind of like a sage green, so light in its tone that you get loads and loads of brilliance. So it allows lots of light into the gemstone to in turn give you that sparkle, that glow from within. UESF95 is your code. Have a look at these. Citrine nuggets. In fact, these would go with the Praisiolite beautifully, wouldn't they? The green amethyst. Do every other. Look at these yellows. They're like liquid gold. Beautiful, beautiful inner glow to your citrine. Next month's birthstone, of course, as well. So if you're doing any of your birthstone pieces, you will need to have this in your stash. Do you know what? We've got the last 10 remaining out of 200. Only been on once before, very, very popular. And do you know what? It's understandable as well because we don't see citrine all that often, do we? Not many opportunities. Well, that'll be why. £4.95. GUGP34. The colours, I'd be tempted, and I know Alison Tarry would have told you the same, to ombre. Cut the strand and do a beautiful ombre design with all of these nuggets. Do you know I already have more in baskets than I have available quantity? You've got to be really, really quick. You've got to be in it to win it. Don't miss out, they have gone. Right, now look at this. Oh my gosh, this is a great hour. Okay, these sold 300 in 1 minute. 300 in 1 minute. We've got last of stock. These are beautiful. Do you know I love black spinel and I love the coins. How expensive does this look? 25 carats of your black spinel puffy coins, 3.5 to 4 millimeters in size. These are. The sparkle you have from black spinel is like nothing else. Incredible, incredible luster. We had some Mahenge spinel for you earlier on, known as the Master of Disguise, often mistaken for that of a black diamond. But do you know what? Give me the choice. I'd much rather have black spinel. Donuts. These are the lapis donuts. Look at this for a vivid blue hue. Everything selling out, everything gone so far. Really, really busy. 70 carats of your lapis you've got here. 2 donuts, 30 millimeters in size. Look at that intensity of colours. Colour, I should say. The pyrite coming through there, beautiful. Absolutely, it's like a night sky, isn't it? Lots of collectors look for those beautiful pyrite inclusions. It's what it's all about with this gemstone. Makes it very, very romantic. £6.95. All you've got to do to get involved is dial 0800 644 655. You can join us on the website at www.jewellerymaker.com. Alternatively, you can join us on the app as well. So if you haven't downloaded the app yet, go to the App Store, search for Jewellery Maker. Download us free of charge, way over allocated. 40 in baskets. Got to be quick. Oh, I've never seen fluorite donuts before, actually. Look at the banding in these. Oh, wow. Wow, look at this banding. Do you know what? This is textbook. I'm just going to move my hand out of the way because I think you'll be able to see the banding a little bit better. Look at those colours. You can really see the purple hues coming through. The greens, the yellow is there as well. Fluorite donuts for you. So these are really, really easy to work with. We can just simply pop cord through there, leather cord if you want to do just a little lark's head knot. Really simple and effective. One of our guest designers quite a while ago did wrap wire, and I still haven't managed to remember who it was. Just was it Katie Parker? Wrapping wire around the donut. It looked fantastic. It was such a great way of using wire. You can see there that the recording different to what I've got in my hand. If you want to multi-buy, please feel free to do so. Now, I love the fact that producer Rosh said, can we have a quick look at the emeralds? I've got to unreel it. I've got 2.5 meters here. Look. Look at this. 2.5 meters. of genuine emerald. Wow, that's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Last 100 chances. Now have a look at this labradorite, the matte labradorite, matte finish. Look at these, gives it a very, very different look, doesn't it? $10mm in size, massive. These are huge, and actually having the 10mm gemstones means that we can use them individually as well, which is absolutely fantastic. So if you wanted to do a simple gents design perhaps with these, great, just one in the center of some natural colored cords maybe, or again some leathers, 3 of them. Perfect for the guys, perfect for the girls as well. Completely natural gemstone, and having this matte finish gives us such a different look, doesn't it? 250 carats, no less. £7.95. That works out to 23 pence per gemstone. 23 pence per gemstone. KRGP16. Keep adding to your order and keep checking out. Please feel free to multi-buy as well. No limits. No. Oh, I hope we've got a good quantity of these, because these will be very, very popular. Pearls under 10. Yeah, and they're the seed bead pearls. I was saying the other day, I can remember a time where we bought a metre long length of the multicolour pearls, and they were $99.95 for a metre long length of the seed bead pearls. Yeah, 38cm strand, genuine, natural, multicoloured freshwater culture pearls. They're like little eggs, aren't they? They're a beautiful, beautiful shape. These are making me think of Fabergé, these are. 0800 644 655. Obviously, you're flying in for these. I would multi-buy for these. They are beautiful. Great for bridal. Christmas, your grandmother, your mum, your sister, your niece, your daughter, yourself. At this kind of price, we can treat everyone to genuine pearls. That's a phenomenal, phenomenal deal. Lots of you multi-buying as well, so do bear that in mind with prices and deals like this. Obviously, quantities will fall far, far quicker, so do be speedy McGreedy. If you can get onto the website, www.jewellerymaker.com, or the app, it's the best and quickest way to shop as well. Now look at these. Oh, I had my hematite on the other day, stretchy bracelet. We've got hematite kits tomorrow, actually. Yeah, so cubes. The other day I was wearing my my hematite stretchy, and that actually was cubes. And I know when we think about stretches, we might think about rounds, but actually it works just as well with gemstone shapes like this. Great as stacker bracelets, great as bubble bracelets as well, the cubes are. They sit perfectly. They give us a very kind of geometric look, geometric shapes to our designs. Gorgeous hematite you've got here. Look at the colour. Look at the, it's like a bronze. I know it says brown on our graphics, but I'm going with the bronze with this. It's like a graphite bronze almost. Great for the guys as well. 0800 644 655 QL NV97. So there's an example there of what you could be doing with the cubes in your designs. If you want to do a similar bracelet design just like that, you could. Channel set rings with cubes as well are perfect, because you've got that flat side to the gemstone. They will sit flat against the finger or flat against the wrist or the neckline, so work so well in so many different designs. The great thing is when we're using base metal or cord, if we try something we don't like it, you could just cut the cord or cut the base metal and undo your work. You've still got the gemstone then. QL NV97 is your code for this one. 0800 644 655. Look at how many you've got as well. That strand is absolutely packed. Woo! Now this strand, I remember this well. I had this the other day. 18 chances. Oh, this is incredible. And I can remember saying to you, cameraman Pete, I can remember saying, get as close as you like, Pete, get as close as you like. The quality here is exactly what we would be seeing in, we found loads. Ashley Clark, big jewellery designer using malachite, Boucheron, Van Cleef, they're all using malachite. It's all about this beautiful, beautiful banding, these beautiful tones, ranging from your deep, rich forest greens through to your really vibrant spearmint hues that you've got there as well. Now, to get malachite in a 3mm round is a huge opportunity. If you are a seed beader and you want to add genuine gemstones to your designs, Great. Alison earlier on mentioned the bead loom, which is a great way of using rounds like this as well. I mean, malachite, unfortunately for my husband, had me shopping the other day whilst doing my research. Obviously, I went home with a list. I'd like this malachite teapot for Christmas, please. Found a malachite printed teapot. Yeah, it's only £300. Yeah, he just laughed at me. £8.95, WJ VX46. There are so many interior designers, designers out there that are using the malachite print in their designs, but not the actual gemstone. So we've looked at wallpaper, we've looked at a malachite teapot, we've looked at malachite shoes, we've looked at so many malachite themed things that don't actually have any gemstone but cost hundreds and hundreds of pounds. This is 32 carats of genuine malachite for under £10. Oh, look at these. Oh, tropical. Beautiful sky blue apatite. Isn't this just a fabulous gemstone? Gorgeous hues, tranquil hues, tropical hues, or some may say icy hues as well, like, you know, icebergs and winter. We can go down the wintry design route with these as well if we wanted to. So again, they're going to work in lots of different designs, but I think we're looking at a very similar hue to that of, actually not a similar hue, but very much like turquoise, very much like jadeite, very much like blue lace agate. Well, you can't really not like it because it makes you feel relaxed. It makes us kind of feel quite calm and tranquil, I think, sky blue apatite. Beautiful gemstone. 40 carats of your sky blue apatite you have here. Amazing strand, amazing hues that will work great in the guys' designs, great in the ladies' designs as well. Well done. Now, emerald, 2.5 metres. My days, it's going to take you a long time to go through this strand. This is coming up for you in about 12 minutes time. Star buy, it's going under £10. Now, the next strand that I have for you, do you remember, Ross, we had a kit the other day and I had this gemstone strand in a kit. And I picked the gemstone strand up. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm in for this kit already because of this strand. And I showed the strand to you, and then unfortunately we'd had the wrong strand sent over from the warehouse. So we didn't even get that strand in the kit, it turned out, in the end. So I was a little bit disappointed, but we've got the strand back for you. Crazy lace agate, look at this. It's an amazing, amazing gemstone. It's like layers of sediment, layers of the earth you've got in the gemstones. I love this banding. I think, other than blue lace and Botswana, Crazy Lace Agate is my favourite. I absolutely love all the hues, ranging from your masala hues, your terracottas, you've got your beiges, you've got your greys, your reds, you've got pinks in there. Look at this one here. Every single one completely unique and individual. And let's be honest, can you get a one of a kind for a tenner? No, but on this strand, you've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. You've got 25 one-of-a-kinds. 25 one-of-a-kinds on this strand. How amazing is that? Unbelievable. Well done. Okay, pink opal. This is pretty. Fluffy pink marshmallows. Cherry blossom trees. Isn't this just gorgeous? Beautiful pink opal. 45 carats. I love, and do you know what? You've got the perfect shape here to make flowers as well. So perhaps if you're planning for a wedding next year, it might be that you are making the jewellery for somebody, it might be that you're getting married yourself, whatever it may be. These as flowers in you know, the little tiaras for the flower girls, or headbands, or little hair combs. This is, I think, this is the first gemstone I would pick up to make something like that. 45 carats of natural pink opal you've got here. Brand new low, never ever been to this price before. 13 by 9 to 8 by 6 millimeters in size, launched at £11.95. Because you're watching right now, just £7.95. You have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 23 individual stones. So I'm thinking flowers, we always go with odd numbers. So let's say you're using 5 gemstones per flower. You've got 4 for flowers that you could make with this strand here. 34 pence per gemstone. Lots of you coming through on the telephone lines, lots of you there. Make sure you're pressing your number 1 button, holding the lines and speaking with the call centre. Amazing. Ooh. Oh, now look at these. Treasure. Beautiful druzy you've got here. Every penny and every pound coming off of these for you today. Sea blue druzy you've got here coated. That rainbow coating is amazing as well, isn't it? It gives you that kind of mermaidial look, I think. Really pretty. $16.95 is our guide price, but obviously it's an under £10 hour, so we're going to have to take it lower for you this evening. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 25 individual gemstones. Now if I hold that around the wrist as a stretchy bracelet, that's ideal. So 20 centimetres, I think, is approximately 8 inches in length. That's just enough. Perfect for a stretchy bracelets. One size fits all. This is great, isn't it? A little bit of bling there as well. Maybe some, you know, the spinel that we had, the coins that we had, that little bit of sparkle in there as well would really add to this gemstone strand, wouldn't it? XYGP57. Is your item code. Make sure you're checking out on the website. Lots and lots of you coming through. Well done if you've managed to check that one out. Now, have a look at this. Dendrite opal for you next. Wow. Speaking of one of a kinds, every single one of these again, and that's what I love about these kinds of gemstones. I want that one of a kind. I want something that nobody else has got. Which one's your favourite at home? See, I love that one just there. Just this one here. Brilliant white, and then you've got almost like... In fact, now I'm looking at it, I can see people skiing down a mountain. 0800 644 655, and we all do it. We all look at them and think, oh, I can see birds, or I can see scenery or foliage or whatever it is. It always reminds me of snow though. Your dendrite opal, beautiful. And do you know what? That's a dendrite agate price that you've got. This is a variety of opal whereby we are looking for those inclusions. We want those dendritic inclusions there, because without them it would just simply be opal, white opal that we're looking at. But it makes them all individual, it makes them all unique, and £8.95 for the carat weight that we have is phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. Well done if you've managed to check those out. Now, emerald, coming up for you, 2.5 metres. Literally, you could layer up your emerald till the cows come home with this. This is nuts, the amount that you have. 100 opportunities to get yourselves 2.5 metres of emerald. 2.5 metres. Imagine, incredible, well done. Right, multicoloured opal for you now. Wow, look at these. I've not seen this strand before. 130 carats. 130 carats of your multicoloured opal you've got here. 38 centimetre strand. Where is this from, Ross? Peruvian opal we've got here. So I'm asking Ross because there's a couple of locations. A lot of opal in the world comes from Australia. We see a lot of Ethiopian opal and obviously Peruvian opal. I've never ever seen this one before. I love this opal because not only do we have kind of that opaque look that we have with opal typically, but you've also got the moments of transparency there as well, where the gemstone is just a little bit transparent. Can you see? And this one here, it's allowing a little bit of light through right on the top of that gemstone. So you're getting this lovely inner glow from parts of the gemstone. Again, it's uniqueness, it's individuality that you've got there. £9.95, 38 centimetre strand. This will go around the wrist twice, so 2 stretches if that's what you wanted to do with them, but it's entirely up to you. Take your pick with those, they're gorgeous, aren't they? Now, ooh, I've got 2 strands of druzy. Okay, let's have a look at the emerald again, shall we? Why not? Do you know, interestingly enough, I was on my Instagram page last night looking at because I was thinking, surely it's nearly a year since Gemma and I went to London, and it is nearly a year. I think it's next week. I think the 10th or the 11th of October we went. It's a year. And I saw a bracelet design that featured emerald. And I can tell you now, the emerald looked very, very similar to this. And you can check it out on my Instagram page if you want to go and have a look. It's hannahstewart.tv on Instagram. I did post it on there. It was £10,000. Just saying. Right, have a look at these. Gorgeous, gorgeous abalone. Again, individuality. I feel like I'm saying that a lot, where no two gemstones will ever be the same. In fact, with this gemstone, no two sides are the same, actually. So with your abalone, you've got basically a shell, if you like, that is very, very fragile and quite thin. So it's usually set as a doublet or a triplet. So what we mean by that, if you look at the side of the gemstone, you see it looks a bit like a licorice all sort, doesn't it? So we've got the gemstone, the abalone on the top, and then in the middle will be something like black onyx. That stabilizes the gemstone, if you like, gives it stability there. So it really, really helps to protect the gemstone that you have. Every single one has these beautiful puddles of colour, iridescence, ranging from blues through to purples, through to greens, golden hues, pinks you've got there. And no two sides will ever be the same. We're looking at something, I mean, look at this one here, the pink in this one is absolutely beautiful. Oh, wow. And you can pick your favourite one. Pick your favourite one, use that in your design. It might be a ring with these, great size for rings at 8mm, simple solitaires, earrings because they're two-sided as well, or bracelets because they will sit flat against the wrist. In fact, it's really comfortable, really, really comfortable when you wear a gemstone like this as a stretchy or in a bracelet. They're gorgeous, aren't they? Well done if you manage to get those. Is it time already? Let's fly in. Star by. Oh my gosh. This is incredible. And Leah, I don't know if you're able to, I don't have my phone in the studio. Is there any way that we can go onto my Instagram to find that picture and show it? I know it's quite technical. Yeah. hannahstewart.tv. And I'm just wondering, just to show that picture, because it's easy. It's easy for me to sit here and say it looked like our emerald, but it genuinely did. Oh, Pete's just gone out, you little star, Pete. Oh, bless him. Gemstone galore, my Instagram account. Okay, so let me just show you, because this was what we were looking at in London, and I just want you to have a look at the emerald, because when you think that something is going to be £10,000, this is not what you would expect to see, I don't think. Look at the emerald, opaque emerald. They're opaque, they look, and Gemma and I were like, oh my gosh, this looks like our Brazilian emerald. The spacer there was black diamonds, fair enough, but they're very small, and it's just a macrame bracelet, so it's cord and what looks like Brazilian emerald. And you can see the price point at the back there on the tag, and you can see it lower down as well. 10,000. And we were genuinely stood there and we were like, is the decimal point fallen out? Or are we does that say £10,300? But if I just show you a couple of other pictures as well, that was the emerald bracelet, because there was some more as well. There was like peach moonstone. Have a look at these ones here. So simple bracelets again. There was a peach moonstone one, a black agate, and I can't remember what the other one was now. But look at the prices here. Look at these prices. We know, I know that you could make these at home. I know you could. And you know, sometimes, thanks for that, Pete, sometimes you have to refresh your mind. And I know at the moment we can't go to Harrods and have a look, but if you ever get the chance to go there, have a look, because I've always said, yes, you expect to see the £3 million emerald necklace. You expect to see the £200,000 pearl necklace. You expect to see the £4 million diamond bracelet. You don't expect to see, I don't think, emerald like Brazilian emerald that is opaque for £10,000. You might expect to see a Zambian emerald that's got an amazing inner glow. We couldn't believe it. That's a genuine picture of a bracelet in a designer concession in Harrods. And we were thinking, do people actually pay that? They must do, they must. And it's absolutely fine if you want the name and the experience that generally comes with, you know, designer pieces, the little certificate, the packaging and everything else. But at the end of the day, I think if we knew the cost prices of some of these pieces of jewellery, I think you'd be blown away. There is absolutely no reason why we can't recreate designer looks at a fraction of the price. Now, I've got 100 of these on offer for you. This is genuine emerald. So if you are brand new to us here at Jewellery Maker, you've never ever watched before, or maybe a friend or family member has told you about what we do here at Jewellery Maker and you're tuning in for the first time, and maybe you've just dipped in and out every now and then. We're into our 11th year. We've been doing this for over a decade now. Basically, we cut out the middleman. We go direct to the source, they go to the cutting house, and they come to us, and that is as far as it goes. Our margins are tiny, and we pass our deals on to you. It's that simple. I've got 100. We're going to start the clock now. As a telephone bidder, you can come in now, dial 0800 644 655, press your option number 1, and that will put you straight through to the call centre. Just tell them you're waiting for the graphics for this particular auction. As soon as the graphics come in, please can you allocate it to my order. Now, if I'd have said earlier on today, I'm going to give you the opportunity later on this evening to get yourself some genuine emerald for under £10. Guess the carat weight. I mean, what would you say? Guess the carat weight. I'm going to bring you some emerald that's under £10. Half a carat? Bear in mind that we're Jewellery Maker. Okay, 50 carats. 50 carats of emerald for under £10. That would be amazing, wouldn't it? But no, we're not bringing you just a few carats here. We're bringing you 390 carats of genuine, natural emerald. One of your big 5, one of the most precious gemstones on the planet. The last 100 have been saved specifically for your under 10 showcase. We had 300, 200 sold out in less than 3 minutes. I've got the last 100 chances for you this evening. 0800 644 655 for 390 carats of beautiful Brazilian emerald. Do you know what we could do with this? And again, if Alison was here, the first thing she'd say, I'd ombre this. Cut the strand. Look at all these different tones that you have, ranging from your really deep, rich forest greens through to actually hues that are quite reminiscent of Zambian emerald, and through to hues that are quite reminiscent of your Colombian emerald as well. And do you know what? This is the great thing about Brazilian emerald, I think, is that we are getting hints of other locations. Although it's all from the same place, we're getting hints of Colombian emerald and Zambian emerald because of the different tones throughout the strand. This is a great opportunity to create an ombre piece. I say piece, pieces. There's 2.5 meters. 2.5. And do you know what? Normally I would say, oh, I'll make sweets of jewellery with this. I'll just make sweets of jewellery. Emerald is one of my favourite gemstones in the whole wide world. Do you know what? I think I would just layer this up. Oh, this necklace, 390 carats of Brazilian emerald. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Imagine a kumihimo piece with these nuggets. Imagine the tree of life that you could make with this much emerald. That would be a huge tree of life, wouldn't it? FOXP87 is your code for 2.5 meters, 390 carats of genuine Brazilian emerald. Honestly, Leah's just said it's like a skipping rope. It is, it's like a skipping rope. It's like a washing line. I've never seen a strand of emerald this long here at Jewellery Maker before. This is an absolute steal of a deal that you've got this evening. All you have to do to get it is dial 0800 644 655, option number 1. If you're coming through on the web, pop it in your basket, make sure you're checking out. If you're coming through on the app, do the same. Make sure you're checking it out as soon as you possibly can. Carol's there in Hertfordshire, Gladys in Kent, Anthony in Kane, Nottinghamshire, James in Greater London, Gertrude in the West Midlands, Carol, you're there, Dee in Greater London, Wanda's there, Sarah in the West Midlands, Pat in Menorca, Claire in Cambridgeshire, Shannon in Norfolk, Wanda's there, Elaine's there, Lazille in Cardiff, Diane in the Shetland Islands, Alison in Wiltshire, Florence in County Londonderry, Collector in Merthyr Tydfil, you're there as well, Alan's in Cheshire, well done to you, Lisa in East Yorkshire, congratulations, Carol in Hertfordshire. There's so many of you coming through. Do you know what? Multi-buy if you can. I want to see a Tree of Life design made out with this entire strand. It would be epic, wouldn't it? Treat yourself, treat your friends, treat your family members. In fact, let's be honest, you could buy just this one strand and make enough jewellery for all the ladies that you've got to buy for at Christmas. Earrings, necklaces, rings, even setting them into resin. If you wanted to, if you've got the ring bezels that we have, just pop a few gemstones into the bezel, pop your clear resin on the top. This will look amazing. There's so many of you coming through. Lots and lots of multi-buyers as well. There's over 15 baskets right now. Over half of the stock has gone. Lots of multi-buyers as well, and there's no limits. Please feel free to get as many of these as you want to. You've got one postage in any one day. One postage in any one day. So from midnight last night right through until midnight tonight, all you're paying is just £3.95. That is it, regardless of how many times you log in and check out, regardless of how many times you dial in. In fact, do you know what? You can do all three. And you can buy on the web if you want to as well. You can shop on the web with us. 0800 644 655. Collector in Yorkshire, you're there. Debbie in Hampshire, new telephone caller. Sarah, you're there. Gillian's there. Nicola, congratulations to you. New telephone caller. Diane's got 2. Carolyn Hertfordshire's got 2. Congratulations. Well done. Amazing value. Amazing. Memory wire bracelets. Love them. Right, in about 15 minutes' time, we've got a Larimar showcase. Now, let me just show you some of the strands that I have for you. Oh my gosh, this gemstone is just beautiful. So that's the one we had earlier, isn't it? These are stunning. Look at this one here. This is textbook. Does that not look like the water you want to be dipping your toes in right now? Amazing showcase coming up for you very, very soon. Some amazing, amazing strands there. Right, spacers, all brand new these are. Do you know what? I think I'll start with can I start with the round Stardust beads? Haven't seen these for absolutely ages. So these are rose gold Stardust beads you've got here. These are like an essential. So usually we refer to head pins and eye pins and jump rings and things like that as essentials. These aren't necessarily essentials. I'll just pick up the yellow gold version. However, there are not, in fact, there's not any guest designer that will show up here without spacer beads, because they are so fantastic. They really are. Now, you can use them in lots and lots of different ways. So they're very, very decorative. You can see here that they've been finished beautifully as well. You've got a lovely kind of brushed finish to them, which kind of adds to the luster, but gives them a matte finish, if that makes sense as well. Almost look like, they look like solid gold to me. They're gold plated. So gold plated base metal means that they're going to be super duper affordable. They're 4mm in size. And you've got a pack of 50 here. So we're talking 200mm, 50 packs. So we're talking 200mm which is in centimetres, 20 centimetres. Do you know what? So that's 8 inches. There's more than enough here for a stretchy bracelet. These look beautiful, a simple stack of bracelets. You can use them to make your gemstones go further. So if you just want to pop these in between gemstones in a design, it will make that gemstone strand that you've got go further. If you want to jazz up some shepherd's hooks, just pop one onto a shepherd's hook and it will make such a huge difference to that design, it really will. They're £2.95 for 50 pieces. And look at the size of the drill hole on these as well. Works out to about 6 pennies each. Great addition to anyone's stash, these are. They really are pretty, very decorative. And of course we can do all of our seed bead designs with those as well. Rose gold version for you. I've got the spinel here that's coming up as your night owl. Look at those together. Would work perfectly with the yellow gold as well if you wanted to. They're gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. Lots of you, and you will know that I'm a sterling silver girl. I love to use precious metals, but obviously there's a time and a place for sterling silver. If we're using perhaps gemstones that are very abundant, or maybe if we're making prototypes, or maybe we just want to make something that we can pass on really affordably. So yes, obviously there is value in a gemstone, and obviously there is value in a precious metal. But if we want to do something far more affordably, perhaps that giveaway piece of jewellery, for example, if somebody's spending £50 with you, choose a pair of earrings. We might choose to do those in base metal with a more abundant gemstone. You know, they're great for things like that. You will always need them. You'll always have them as your go-to. Keep your stash stocked up with spacer beads. Absolutely tons and tons of you coming in for these. £2.95. Again, that is just 6 pennies each. I'm just going to put one on the desk for you, and you can have a really close look at the finish on these as well, because it is a lovely finish, kind of like the Stardust. They're beautiful. Gold on the other side of your screen for you as well. So if you want to come in and get the gold ones, do you know what? You may as well add them to your order. They're £2.95. Loads of you multi-buying. Gertrude's got 3. Debbie in Hampshire's got 2. Well done to you. Collect It in Merthyr's got 2, Cameron in Nottinghamshire's got 2, Mary and Jerry in Lincolnshire have got 2, Collect It in Berkshire's got 2, Hilda in Greater Manchester's got 2, well done to you. There's over 45 in baskets as well right now. LRGP50, keep coming through for those ones. They're close to gone, those ones. Now, the big rose gold, did you say, or yellow gold? Rose, okay. These are great. Now, do I have any wire? I'm just wondering what gauge of wire I could get through here. I reckon you could get a 1. You could get a 1 mil through there, no problem at all. So I was thinking for more like structural things. So perhaps if you're doing a torque necklace. Now, very recently, I think it was Dior, there was a necklace design which was literally just a torque necklace. So it was the necklace and then one little component that was just, because I love necklaces that are really, really short that just sit in the nozzle of the neckline, and it was just one little disc in the middle. It looked so, in fact there wasn't a price on it, it was in a magazine, there wasn't even a price on it. That's what they remind me of. Very, very designer inspired, I think these are. They're lovely, and again they're base metal for you. So 8mm in size. You could have one of these in a stretchy bracelet if you wanted it as a kind of like a feature. Or again, they're going to work if you put them onto head pins, into necklace designs and things like that. £4.95 for 10 pieces you've got here. 0800 644 655. Thanks, Pete. He's on it, I tell you. So this is a 1mm gauge wire. This is going to go through no problemo. So this, well, I like this wire as well. This is the matte finish wire. So just try and straighten that out a little bit. Yeah, no problem. Look at that. I've got a little kink in the wire. I don't have any cutters, but you get the idea. That goes straight on to 1 mil, and there's still some room in there. So I think you get your 1.25 on there as well. So if it was something like a Dior inspired necklace you wanted to go for, you'd be able to do that if you've got your thicker gauge wire. So yellow gold version, same size. Those back in there. And remember, the chain is coming up for you as well. This is coming up in an hour. Oh, yeah, of course it is. In about 3 auctions time, I beg your pardon. There's loads of silver in this. I love it. It's like a fine chainmail weave you've got with this one. Really pretty. Under £10 as well, so not too long to wait for this one. Okay, gold version now for you. Now, I was talking to Alison about engraving on these earlier on. So if you've got your Dremel, you've got 10 pieces here. So you could maybe use a certain number of them to spell out somebody's name and pop that into a necklace if you wanted to, or you know, a really important date. What's very popular at the moment, actually, my friend asked me the other day where she could get one from, are these initial necklaces. So you just have an asymmetric, like a chain like this, and then you just have one letter in a component on one side of the necklace. You could do exactly the same with this. So, you know, I could have my children's initials on them if I wanted to and pop that into a design. Melissa in Cambridgeshire, Karen in Essex, Marilyn's there, Joyce in Lancashire, Nicola in Northamptonshire, Janice in Greater London, you're there as well. £4.95 for you this evening. That is all. Now, if you are brand new to us here at Jewellery Maker, with your very first purchase, you will get 2 genuine gemstone strands and the Getting Started DVD. How about that? Free of charge. Free of charge. Right, the smaller ones for you are now, these are pretty. Let's just see. Do bear with me. I've got some tools down here. I just want to cut the end of that wire and see if the 1mm, typically there's no cutters in there. Who's pinched the cutters? I can try it without, it's okay. It's just that I wanted to, yeah. And with this one as well, look. So this again is the 1mm wire that you've got here. 1mm wire through the smaller ones, no problem at all. So these are 4mm in size, and you're going to get a pack of 20 of these ones as well. I do like, see, for me, I love delicate components anyway. Less is more sometimes, isn't it? I've got the first one on, I don't know why I can't get that one on, but there you go. So again, you could do initials with this on a smaller scale if you wanted to. Or again, you know, a stretchy bracelet, because you've got that flat side to them, they will sit flat against the wrist, so you can see you get your thicker gauges of elasticity through there as well if you wanted to. EDGP70 is your code for those ones. Lots and lots of you coming through. Keep checking out and keep checking the web as well. If you've just joined us, this whole hour has been under £10. 2.5 metres, 390 carats of emerald for under £10. Rose gold version for you. Oh, they're so pretty. They're such pretty. I'm so glad. Do you know, normally we would have these in sterling silver, which obviously, again, there's time and place for sterling silver. It's lovely. But I think it's really nice that we've got them in the base metal. Really, really nice. More affordable, something for everyone. And you know, rose gold is such a popular choice at the moment. Loads of people opting to use rose gold, particularly with blue gemstones as well. And that's not something that would jump straight to my mind, but it works very, very well indeed. 0800 644 655 FTGP96 is the code for your rose gold spacers that you've got here. So again, they're 4mm in size. FTGP96. I've got silver for you as well. So the silver, I didn't have the spacer beads in silver or the larger ones, but I've got these ones. And everybody has their own personal preference. And also, sometimes it depends on the gemstone that you're using. So sometimes it might be, let's say, where would I choose silver? A lot of the time, actually. Probably with aquamarine. I do love silver and aquamarine together. You know, sometimes you want that crispness. Sometimes you want warmth, so you might go for gold. A lot of people tend to go for gold with lapis, obviously because of the pyrite inclusions, it really complements lapis. So again, depends on the gemstone. Sometimes it's personal preference. You know, I only ever used to wear silver, but now I am warming to gold, I have to say. TAGP15 is your code for these ones. 4mm. 20 pieces in total, all the way down to £2.95 for you. And remember, you can multi-buy as well. Fill your baskets, fill your trolleys, fill your boots. £2.95. These are flying out of the door. Teresa's there in the West Midlands. Melissa in Cambridgeshire. Diana in Hertfordshire's got 3. Collector in Cumbria. Sean's there. Claire in Cambridgeshire. Karen's there. Marilyn, collector in Berkshire. Anne in John O'Groats. Gladys is there. Melissa in Cambridgeshire. Malcolm in Berkshire. Sally Ann's there. Tracy in South Yorkshire. Collector in Greater London. Donna in Carmarthenshire. Andrew in the Highlands. Sheila in Devon. Deb in Dorset. You're there. Well done. You're flying in for these. Make sure you check out. It's the first time we've had these, isn't it? First time, brand new. I love them, absolutely love them. There's about 45 in baskets, just need to be checked out. Just need to confirm. They are close to selling out, by the way, so if you want them, be really, really quick. Now, the chain. Chain. Do you know, for me, everybody needs a chain. Everybody needs a chain. So my mother-in-law doesn't wear a lot of jewellery. She doesn't even wear a wedding ring, actually. But when it's a special occasion, like Christmas, or if there's a christening or a birthday or any kind of celebration, she has to wear something, because for her that is her way of making a bit more of an effort, you know, and feeling like she's dressed up for the occasion. So she's got a strand of pearls that we bought from here at Jewellery Maker, which we gave her for Christmas a couple of years ago, and I bought her a few chains as well, and she loves them because it's just a little bit of something, and it's not something that is kind of you know, kind of in your face. It's not a big bolshy design. It's something that is quite it's quite reserved, isn't it? It is just a little bit of something. And I always think chains look very, very feminine. Whatever kind of style of chain we're wearing, whether it's, you know, a Prince of Wales chain, whether it's a Figaro chain, whether it's a diamond cut chain, whether it's a Rolo chain, it can be anything. I think they just all add that little bit of elegance to a design. What I love about the Prince of Wales chain is A, the fluidity, and B, the amount of silver that you get in a Prince of Wales chain. So it almost looks like a very, very fine kind of chainmail weave that you're getting. It's almost like a 2-in-2 link with your Prince of Wales chain. So it's actually really, really strong. The more tightly compact your links are in a chain, the more strength you're going to have in that particular chain. So this one I think looks great as it is, and we don't have to put anything with this if we don't want to, but actually it's so versatile in that it is very strong. There's lots of sterling silver there. So if I just wanted to add a jump ring on here and add a pendant, I could do that really, really easily. So whether that be something like one of the amber pendants that we have that's already kind of good to go in sterling silver, or whether that be a wire wrapped cabochon that I've made myself, you know, if that's a really, really heavy weighty piece, we could add that on because we know we've got a lot of strength in the chain here. Now, to me, it's the gift that keeps giving as well, because we can gift this for Christmas, but then actually we can make a pendant for the following birthday. We can make another pendant for the following anniversary or whatever it may be, and just keep adding to the chain if you want to. It's a finished chain with your bolt ring clasp. There's absolutely no jewellery making required with this. 18 inches in length, solid 925, sterling silver. Always, always really handy for the present drawer as well. So, you know, if you've got birthdays coming up, it's excellent. $8.95. You've got a precious metal that will really withstand the test of time. It cannot be beaten on lustre. It is the most lustrous of all of your precious metals. Brenda in Essex is there, Helena in Leicestershire, you've got two, Claire in Cambridgeshire, Gladys in Kent, Brenda in Essex, Malcolm in Berkshire, Jean in Hampshire, Carol in Nottinghamshire, Pat's there, Ali. If you don't know somebody's ring size, if you are not sure if somebody has their ears pierced or not, it could be, again, for your grandmother, it can be for your niece, your sister, your mum, for yourself. It doesn't matter. You cannot go wrong with something like this, I don't think. So if you're not sure what to buy for somebody, go for a chain. You can't get it wrong on colour like you perhaps could with an item of clothing or a gemstone, for example. You can't get the size wrong, can you? Perfect. QN IL48. Keep coming through. Keep coming through for the chain, and keep checking the web as well. www.jewellerymaker.com. Everything in the hour under £10. Now this next hour is all about an incredible, incredible gemstone that we have fallen head over heels in love with here at Jewellery Maker. We've got a whole selection of beautiful Larimar to bring you in a couple of minutes' time. Do not go anywhere. Have a look at this.
It was an age of fire. Volcanoes were emerging from a tumultuous ocean to become mountains. Lava flows were solidifying to become land masses. As the lava flowed and receded, tunnels and cavities formed that soon filled with unique minerals, crystallizing beautifully out of various chemical compounds. But this volcano was different. It consisted not just simply of ordinary rock, but copper deposits. And as the crystals formed in the cavities, they chemically interacted with the copper, turning the white pectolite crystals into a variety of blues. This is the only place in the world where this occurred, and it would change the future forever. History records that on the 22nd of November of 1916, Father Miguel Domingo Fuertes Loren of the Barahona Parish requested permission at the Dominican Ministry of Mining to explore and exploit the mine of a certain blue rock. Since nobody knew what the Catholic priest was talking about, the request fell through, and the heaven blue stone was lost in the limbo of Latin American bureaucracy. While for decades the locals of the Bauruco municipality went to the beach to collect these blue pebbles, it took until the 1970s that the significance of the stone was established. Miguel Mendez, an artisan from Santo Domingo, heard rumors of the rock and went to find it. It took him and a geologist friend, Peace Corps volunteer Norman Rilling, several trips until they could actually find any evidence of it. They knew they had something special on their hands. They just couldn't prove it. A small sample sent to the Smithsonian Institute came back with the note that it was industrial waste. Not until they sent a larger sample to the Institute that it was established that they had found a new type of pectolite mineral. After a long debate over the name, Miguel took his young daughter's name Larissa and the Spanish word for sea, mar, and formed Larimar to reflect the mineral's ocean-like appearance. The name stuck. As it turns out, the few stones they found were alluvial sediments washed into the sea by the Bauruco River. An upstream search revealed the in-situ outcrop in the range, and before soon, the Los Chupaderos mine tapped the only Larimar outcropping in the whole world. The 45-minute drive to the mine is a bone-rattling uphill struggle. The road is often taken care of, but a single heavy rain can wash it out completely. Even cemented stretches don't survive the Caribbean weather for long. And yet there are several small communities up here, the last of which is the mine itself. The mining town, a small shanty town, serves as a temporary accommodation for the miners and their families. Since it's so far away from everything, the community brings everything that it needs to sustain itself, living here as one big family. Because, like with any family, their lives depend on each other. You wouldn't recognize the area as an extinguished volcano if it were not for the heaps of volcanic rocks dug out from the mine holes. The mines themselves are only a few feet from the shacks, holes dug either vertically or horizontally into the dead volcano. As a matter of fact, some just go down straight vertically before turning horizontally. Others begin horizontally and then go straight into the mount before going vertically and then horizontally again. Always zigzagging around following the Larimar veins. It's a virtual maze dug into the mountain. And there are dozens of holes and tunnels, perforating the steep slopes like a Swiss cheese. The deepest hole is believed to be at over 500 meters dug deep into the mountainside. The holes are claustrophobically narrow. They're held up by wooden beams and sometimes concrete, and it takes a special kind of courage to venture into them. Indeed, mining Larimar is dangerous. Although, according to the miners, cave-ins are not as common as one would believe. The most common peril is suffocation. To avoid this, each hole has been fitted with large PVC tubes that feed fresh air into them, powered by a primitive turbine. The tubes are also used for communication with the miners underground. One man is always assigned to make sure everything is in order and to stand by at the hole. On any given workday, there are on average 10 to 15 people in every hole, but the deeper the hole, the more people it needs. And there are several dozens of holes, which means there's an average of 600 miners toiling underground in the whole of the area at any given time. Their nationalities vary between Dominicans, Haitians, and even a few Venezuelans, all working side by side, their lives depending on each other. Income is based on shared profits. Groups of miners work in individual holes, and whatever that hole makes is shared equally among the miners. The average is around 500 pesos a day, which translates to about 12,000 pesos a month, or about 240 US dollars, or 200 euros. While not a lot, it is above the country's minimum wage of a little more than 8,000 pesos. And some months they can make much more if there is a big find of good quality. But then a hole also may run dry for months until the new vein is found. In that time, nobody makes any money. You just dig. The risk does not seem to equal the pay. But with few other options in the area besides farming, the miners are glad to work here, always hoping for the next big vein. Once the stones are extracted and taken down the mountain, they're sold to buyers, of which some own Larimar workshops sitting along the coastline. The export of raw stones has been banned to give the local artisans a chance to create unique Dominican-made jewelry. And to buy raw stones is also risky because the individual rocks need first to be cut open. It is difficult to look into the stone, and if you have bad luck, there's only little of the blue pectolite inside. If the quality is good, the rocks are cut into pieces or slabs, which the artisan uses for his work. The slabs are cut to size, ground to shape, and polished to perfection, always using grinding wheels and water. In the hands of an experienced artisan, it can take only a few minutes, and a beautiful blue cabochon can emerge from a previously gray rock, ready to be set in silver or even gold, depending on the color or the shape of the crystal formation. The volcanic gem we call now volcanic blue sometimes shows as turquoise blue with white clouds, sometimes ocean green, and then sometimes with red copper freckles. And each shining gem is singular and guards a scene of breathtaking resplendence of an image of the Caribbean Sea turned into a gemstone. All this makes Larimar more than just a pretty rock. It has become the gem ambassador of the Dominican Republic, here in the center of the Caribbean.
Anyone fancy a cocktail after watching that? After seeing that beach, doesn't that? I mean, that looks like the most amazing, amazing place. It just looks incredible. Do you know, I love watching our little VTs like that. They're so educational. And sometimes we can sit here and we can explain to you about mining processes and things, but to actually see it, I sat here and said to everyone that you couldn't pay me £1 million to go down into those mines because I'm claustrophobic. The conditions are just the effort that is put through. And, you know, as you heard on that VT, they're all relying on each other, basically. They're all relying, and at any one time there are up to 600 people down in the mines at any one time. It's just it just absolutely blows my mind when you see, little video clips. I wish we had those for every single gemstone that we have here at Jewellery Maker, because it really puts things into perspective. You know, I've said many times before that with gemstones, it's easy to look at them on screen and see that they're beautiful and hear that they're natural and then see a price and come in. But we forget about the processes. We forget about the work, the labour, the intense labour that's involved in mining these gemstones. This is an incredible, incredible, beautiful, beautiful natural gemstone. Now, I remember Herman came over last year, and unfortunately we were trying to find a bit of the footage and we haven't been able to locate it. Unfortunately, when he was due to be with us on the 29th of August, obviously during lockdown, Herman actually had to Skype over. But the connection was so poor, they ended up having to cut him off in the end because it just wasn't working. It was such a shame. But he's a lovely, lovely guy, and he, if you've seen him here at Jewellery Maker, has bought the most incredible pieces of Larimar, and we're talking big, big pieces, you know, absolutely huge pieces. Unfortunately, I don't have any of those for you this evening. A lot of them are one of a kind and have obviously gone, but we've got so many beautiful strands to bring you, and the price points that we can offer you are incredible. Now, if you've been fortunate enough to go to the Dominican Republic, beautiful, beautiful place in the world, beautiful part of the world. But if you have a look at Larimar prices and Larimar jewellery at the source, you may think it would be more affordable because there's less costs involved. It's not the case at all. At the source, Larimar jewellery is very, very pricey. And perhaps when you see the mining conditions and you hear about how much they are getting paid, actually, it kind of justifies it a little bit, you know? And you heard there as well that the export of the rough has actually been banned as well. They've got to keep it all at the source. Have a look at this strands, one of the first strands I'm bringing you this evening. And, you know, again, with gemstones, sometimes, you know, we have bead quality, sometimes we have gemstone quality. This is as good as it gets. You know, we've had the pickings of an incredible parcel, and they've all been hand selected, every single one. Often referred to as the Atlantis stone, the dolphin stone, the goddess stone, also known as Stephelia's stone as well. Really, really rare. Now, not only are we looking at rare gemstone, but actually in terms of this particular strand, there were only ever 30 of these produced. How many do we have? 7. The final 7 chances. So I couldn't hear all of the VT. Obviously, we were setting up a few of the pieces for you, but I don't know if it was mentioned in that VT that actually the first time that this was kind of noted, there's loads of you coming in, by the way. I will have to hurry. I do apologise. There's 6 chances left. Do be quick to check this out. Just take a look at the strand. There's 4 chances left. Oh my gosh. Now, when we first kind of looked at this, it was actually 22nd of November 1916 that it was tried to kind of be explored and explored and exploited. That's the word I'm looking for. Sorry, but it was kind of thrown away. It was kind of put to the side, and they just said, no, look, it's not really anything. And then when Miguel Mendez came along with Norman Rilling, as you heard on the VT there, that actually it was they took it to the Smithsonian Museum. And it was passed aside as industrial waste, this beautiful blue stone. Can you imagine turning up with this amazing blue stone and being told it's industrial waste? That's nuts, isn't it? And it wasn't until many, many years later, in 1974, that it was actually named Larimar, discovered, and kind of actually put down, documented as Larimar, this beautiful, beautiful natural gemstone. I said earlier on, we've got a huge piece here, and it is like looking into the ocean. It really is. You've got these markings within the gemstone that are like ripples of water, tranquil water. And you know, it's almost like, if I just show you this piece, just because it's on a larger scale again, this is kind of the exact, you know, when the sun is shining on the ocean, and you get that rippling effect. This is it. If you could capture it in a gemstone, this is absolutely it. Sorry, Ross, I don't think I even mentioned the price on that one, or the size of the gemstones, because I'm just so. Okay, there's 25 in baskets and there's 1 left. And can I just say as well, looking at my call screen now, there's quite a few of you trying to multi-buy. So if you do want more than 1, you're going to have to be really, really quick. I don't know where the situation is going to sit with that one. I do apologise. Beautiful. Do you know when with these, there's so much to talk about, these gemstones. There's so much beauty in Larimar. It's incredible. This strand is the only marquee strand that I have for you in the entire hour. I've only got 7. Quantities are pretty low. So do make sure you come in nice and quick. I can't actually keep up with what's going on the call screen right now. There's so many people missing out on that last auction. I do apologise. So this one, marquise shape you're looking at. Marquise shape. Beautiful for, do you know what? I think with Larimar, it's hard for me, and I guess, you know, if I could call up the guest designers now, because we don't have a guest designer join us on the Late Show, I think a lot of them would say the same thing, in that they would keep it as it is. I think Larimar, I can't put it with any other gemstone. And that might just be me. You might think differently. You may have worked with it. If you have worked with it and you've put it with something else and you know that it looks amazing, please text me. Please let us know the designs you've made using Larimar. What are the gemstones you'd put it with? Because I'm very much a creature of habit, and I think Larimar needs to be by itself. I don't want to take anything away from this gemstone. I want to just be looking at that almost like it's an ocean. It is. You want to dive into the gemstone. Now the blue colour is the presence of cobalt in the gemstone. That's how it gets its blue colour. But as you will have heard on the VT as well, this is the only place in the entire world where we get this rare mineral pectolite. So it is a one locational gemstone. And the veins, how they form as well, quite differently to others in some ways, in that they are kind of horizontal and vertical and horizontal and vertical. So you've just got this maze underground that goes as low as 500 metres. Again, that makes the mining conditions for this so incredibly difficult. It really does. 90 carats in this particular strand, 11.5 by 5 to 23.8 millimetres in size, 20 centimetre strand. This is completely natural, ranging from the whites through to the light blues, the green blues, the deep blues you've got in there as well. Just stunning. Susie, I've got, do you know, already we're over allocated. £59 and 95 pence for your Larimar this evening. 90 carats in total, DOSF 26. You've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 individual gemstones. This is the only marquise shape that I have for you throughout the entire show. So if it is the marquise shape that you're after, come in and get it. Now, what I would say is just looking at what I have. I've got nuggets, I've got rounds, I've got cabochons, I've got rondelles, I've got pairs. If you're not sure, get a couple of strands home, okay, and have a look at them. Have a think about how you're going to use them in your design, how you want to showcase them in your design. That might help you make your mind up. And who it's for as well. You know, this one would be a great one for the guys. Absolutely beautiful. Look at these hues. Do you know, we were all, when we were watching the VT as well, looking at those kind of drone images of the beach and the ocean. Oh, it just looks incredible, doesn't it? Absolutely beautiful. I love this strand. This is stunning, this one. 55 carats in this particular strand. 3.5 by 1.5 to 8 by 4.5 millimetres in size. 20 centimetre strand you have here. So with these, again, it might be that you want to get the strand home, cut the strand and look at the gemstones face on. Because when you look at them face on, you might see different things. So sometimes you get these little red freckles within the Larimar as well. And that might be something that you want to make a feature of in your particular designs. It's adding to that uniqueness of the gemstone. £129 and 95 pence is not where we are closing. Now, can I just remind you that this is last of stock. There were only 50 of these ever made, and I've got 6 of them this evening even. We have had quite a few Larimar showcases here at Jewellery Maker in the past, but this is last of stock showcase for you. So it's your last opportunity to be getting your hands on this gemstone. 55 carats at £49 and 95 pence for you this afternoon. 0800 644 6. Do you know what? It's no wonder that the natives believe that this gem came from the sea, because it looks like the sea. It really does. Look at that. 0800 644 655 WOJN 98. Sandra's in. I've got Collector in Greater London. I've got a new telephone caller. I've got Collector in Merthyr Tydfil. Now, it might be that you're fairly new to us here at Jewellery Maker. It might be that you've never seen Larimar before. It's not actually a gemstone that is freely available. So again, it's not your kind of H. Samuels, your Beaverbrook, your F. Hines. It's not your high street. Ashley Clark, I know. I think Monica Veneda. I've seen a couple of pieces of Larimar again. But you're never really going to see it in abundance, because it really isn't an abundant gemstone. And I think wherever you're shopping for this, you will find premium prices. A couple of new telephone callers. All you need to do is press your number one button, and confirm as soon as you possibly can for those. You'll have them home in just a couple of days' time, not too long at all. Now, I have to say, the first strand of rounds, I think we kind of set the bar with those. They're beautiful. I've got some more. I still got one left of the first one as well. Look at this. Oh, I just want you to come straight to this one, our Pete. Oh my gosh. Now, this is the largest carat weight for any rounds of Larimar that we have across the whole of Jewellery Maker, okay? This is a big, big strand of Larimar. So compared to the first strand that I bought you, which again was the same size, but probably half the length, and that's what we would expect with Larimar, you know, because we never had massive parcels. So we're getting 90 carats more in this particular strand. Oh my gosh. One of the most exclusive strands of Larimar we've ever had. Only ever had 20 of these. 8mm rounds. Now, honestly, second time to air, this has been on once before. This is like my family heirloom piece, this one. It's absolutely beautiful. Hello, Hannah and everyone. I combine Larimar with kunzite. It's stunning, says James in Greater London. Now, James in Greater London, a very regular customer. Good evening to you, James. He's in most evenings and for most auctions as well. Kunzite. I can picture. I don't have any kunzite to put with it, but I can picture that. It would have to be something soft, wouldn't it? It would have to be something soft, I think. I can't envisage it with anything. I just think it's one of those, isn't it, that if you're not familiar with, it might capture your eye and you might think, is that turquoise? Or it's got kind of turquoisey hues to it. But then it's like you know, the blues that you might see in blue lace agate in there, it's much softer. It is literally like a breath of sea air. That's what Larimar is. 8mm. You have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 47 gemstones in total. So 90 carats more than the first strand that I had of rounds for you. Final 6 chances. Do you know what? Larimar is a tricky one for me because I love the gemstone so much, I wouldn't want to part with it. So I don't want to sell it. I don't want to gift it. I think I would keep all of this for myself. Imagine owning 190 carats of Larimar in a complete, maybe with bare copper, I'm thinking now, seeing it on the recording with the beautiful greens and those tranquil blues that you've got coming through there as well. Third one, okay, we haven't even got to the price and already half of the stock that I had has already gone. Now, obviously, you know, this is a considered purchase. This will be a considered purchase. Larimar is a very rare gemstone, very, very sought after in the gem world, and extremely beautiful. And to have something that is this limited edition, £149.95. Get your certificate of authenticity. Only location in the entire world that we can get your Larimar from. It's the only place where we have this kind of geological happening where we get this mineral pectolite, this beautiful blue hue that really is. I love the fact that some of those gemstones are a little bit more translucent than others as well. Some of them have got like a waxy luster, then some of them almost have like a hint of a look of chalcedony about them with that inner glow there as well. Beverly in Lancashire, it could be you. Angela in Surrey, it could be you. Collector in Denbighshire, it could be you. Anne in Monmouthshire, it could be you. I've got a gentleman bidder in Greater London, it could be you as well. Lots of collectors coming through. And again, I just want to point, I know this is a considered purchase. I know this is, but honestly, this is last of stock. You've got a 60-day money-back guarantee. Just get it home, have a look at the strand and just appreciate how much you have. Oh gosh, Margot in the West Midlands, it still could be you. Jean, it could be you. You've just got to press your number 1 button. 1 chance left. Imagine. In fact, I'm just going to do it for you. I'm going to let you come through on the phone lines, and I'm just going to check out what kind of prices we could be looking at elsewhere. It's one of those, isn't it? Okay, so first design is a Monica Verneda bracelet. Let's have a look. Do you know, I've got to be honest, I mean, it doesn't look like Larimar in the picture. Larimar jewellery. So I've got a pair of earrings, 2 small gemstones, Missona. You may have heard of them. Monica Veneda's got a rose gold pendant here with 1 kind of rough nugget. I'm just going to double check because I'm getting a lot of Amazonite come up instead of Larimar. Caroline, come on. Oh, this is green amethyst. So no, it's not even something that Monica Veneda's doing at the moment. So there's a couple of websites out there, but not many at all. And this is simply because they can't get their hands on it. This is the great thing about Jewellery Maker. Our relationships with the mine owners. Brilliant. Oh, these ones. Oh, look at this strand. Only ovals that I've got here. Look at these. Do you know what? I love the way that these are already being put on the strand. Kind of 2 by 2. Oh, dreamy. 108 carats, a 3-figure carat weight. Only ever 50 of these. Aren't they just beautiful? So these, I think, actually, fantastic for rings. Oh, let me show you this one here. I like this one. Look at this one. I love that. See, and this is the thing, when you get your strands home, have a little look through every single gemstone on that strand. You know, they're all going to vary in tone with the greens, the blues, the whites in there as well. The opaqueness of the gemstone. You're never going to get 2 that are identical. So if we want a pair of earrings, you might find a close match, but you're not going to get an identical match with these. I'd go for the entire suite, I think. Ring. In fact, these are a great size to make a trilogy. So sterling silver would have to be an absolute must, you know, for me. Sterling silver all the way. Again, we're looking at a calibre of gemstone whereby if you're selling, your customer will expect a precious metal, but also it really deserves a precious metal. 108 carats in total you've got here. 108 carats again. We're not looking at small carat weights, we're looking at big carat weights here. So they're your smooth ovals, the only ovals that I have. 8 by 6 to 10 by 7 millimeters in size. You've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38 individual gemstones at £89.95 for you this evening. 0800 644 655. Option number 1 is what you need to be pressing on the phone lines. Lots of you still with items in your baskets. Again, I appreciate that we might need to think about this. It's not kind of the price point that may be your daily budget, your weekly budget, even your monthly budget, but it's your last chance to get your hands on these Larimar pieces. This is last of stock. Julie is in, I've got Catherine in, Denbighshire, I've got a new telephone caller there as well. SJSF14 is your code. The myth, the folklore and legend behind Larimar as well. You know, it is kind of automatically a calming gemstone. Again, earlier on I was talking about colour therapy, and I think Larimar, very much like turquoise, very much like blue lace agate as well, it does have that calming effect, whether that is because of the colour, whether it is, you know, the healing properties or supposed healing properties of the gemstone. Who knows? Either way, it's incredibly beautiful. Now, we found a ring online. Oh, I saw this one. I did see this one. £325. So it's a Monica Veneda, 1 single gemstone, sterling silver. This is, we were saying this the other day, weren't we? Designer websites, I don't know why or what the reason is behind anything, but so there's no carat weight on that Monica Veneda website. We were looking at a £14,000, I think it was a Cartier malachite pendant the other day. No carat weight. It's the first thing I want to know. I don't know if that's me just loving gemstones, and I don't know. Would you want to know at home? I'd want to know. The carat weight, it's the first thing. So £325 for a ring. Okay. We're going to open Larimar up to a few more of you now, make it more accessible for you. Beautiful cabochons. Have a look at these. 5 now. See, I'd be giving these to Hayley Kruger and having them set into sterling silver. Yeah, in fact, I have a trilogy and a pair of earrings, please, Hayley. That would be lovely if you're watching. 3 carats of beautiful Larimar. Now, these are calibrated 5x7mm in size. It might be that you already have some bezels that will house these perfectly, in which case it could be as simple as gluing them in. Claw prong setting with these, perfect as well. Now, we had 300 of these originally. We had 300. We had a really good quantity. Now, last of stock, I've got 39 opportunities, 39 chances. Do you know what? This would be a great kind of taster, wouldn't it? A great taster. Come in and try your Larimar. £55 and 95 pence. WEGP 96. That's not your price, by the way. We're not done yet. Lots of you coming in on the web and on the phone lines. Well done for coming in nice and early, because this is a huge, wow. I didn't expect that. I said you were going to go to £29.95. That was my guess. £14.95. This is definitely your opportunity to try Larimar. If you've not seen the gemstone before, if there's some items that we've had, some strands that we've had this evening that have been a little bit out of your price range, there is absolutely no reason whatsoever why you cannot come in and get these tonight at $14. And do you know what? At that price, we've got 5 individual gemstones. You could even split the cost with somebody if you wanted to. So, you know, if it's you and 4 of your friends, you could split the cost, £3 each, £3 per cabochon. Amazing. Shannon in Norfolk, collect it in Berkshire, collect it in Merthyr, Debbie in Hampshire, Jane in South Yorkshire, collect it in Worcestershire. You're there as well. I think this is my favourite one. I'd go 3. I think I would go for the trilogy, but just to give you some idea of size as an individual gemstone, and you could set them both ways. I quite like that set horizontally, actually. It would be nice. It's really pretty, beautiful. 0800 644 655 or on Tinterweb at JewelleryMaker.com this evening. Well done. Okay, so I bought you 2 strands of 8mm rounds. Now, I've got 6mm rounds for you. 11 chances left. I love a 6mm round. Is my ideal stacker. 6mm and a 4mm. Perfect. So there's only 37 of these ever produced, ever made. I've got the last 12 chances. Now, we refer to a 6mm round as your desert island size. And the reason for that is because whatever medium you work across here at Jewellery Maker, whether it be macrame, whether it be kumihimo, whether it be wire work, whether it be working with clays, whether it be chainmail, you will be able to incorporate a 6mm round into your designs, no problem. Okay, first strand of rounds that will be going under £100 for you. 0800 644 655. Janice, you've taken the first one. Congratulations. Sue, you've taken the second one. RASF09 is your code for these. 38cm strands. So again, we're looking at a long strand. For Larimar, you might expect this to be a smaller strand. £99 and 95 pence. You've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. We're about halfway. You're looking at approximately 60 gemstones in total, approximately 60. A gemstone that is said to balance the immune system and aid the thyroid as well. Inner stress, inner peace is said to ease and calm. Perfect gemstone. And I think, again, going back to the colour of the gemstone, the markings that you've got, the fact that this kind of conjures up images of the exact location in which this comes from, it does make you feel calm. RASF09. I've got a couple of you on the web, a couple of collectors that have put more than one in your basket. Now, just remember, with quantity as low as this, you will have to be quick, okay? You will have to be quick. I've got 3 chances available. Get your certificate of authenticity. You're going to be one of only 37 people in the world to own this strand. Absolutely exquisite. You're going to love this when you get it home. You really are. Beautiful. Well done. Now, rondelle, faceted rondelles. I've had some rondelles, but they were the plain rondelles, so as in not faceted, if you like. They're the only faceted rondelles. Oh, I beg your pardon, no, I do have some more. These are the biggest ones. But faceting just gives you more luster. It will give you more sparkle to a gemstone. Oh my gosh, so not only do we have a gemstone strand that obviously with the markings conjures up the images of the rippling water, but with the sparkle, it makes it look like actual running water, doesn't it? Beautiful sparkle you've got to these. 43 carats of Larimar, faceted rondelles, 4x1 to 5x3 millimeters in size. You're looking at a 20 centimeter strand. Wow, this looks incredible. In terms of this gemstone, we've got everything we are looking for. We've got the hues that we are looking for. We've got the markings that we are looking for in this gemstone. One locational, coming all the way from the Dominican Republic. Incredible. Can you believe for 1 minute that this was passed off as industrial waste? Unbelievable. I know, I can't believe it either. Loads and loads of you coming in for this one. So if you've just joined us, we are halfway through our Larimar showcase. It is last of stock Larimar, a completely natural gemstone. Only comes from one place in the entire world, that's the Dominican Republic. This is the only place in the world where geologically we get pectolite, a mineral called pectolite. It's the only place in the world. The mine for this gemstone, we had a couple of, we had a little VT earlier on that showed you the veins in this mine that basically are horizontal and vertical, that go down to 500 meters. The conditions for mining, the time it takes, there could be 600 people at any one time in the mine searching for Larimar, and like any gemstone can spend days and days down there looking for gem quality Larimar and not find it. Imagine working in those conditions. You have 43 carats that has been faceted beautifully for you for $39.95. We're talking less than £1 per carat. 0800 644 655. Or on the web at JewelleryMaker.com for you this afternoon. Now have a look at these beautiful little pear drops. Oh my gosh. 3 carats in each gemstone you've got here. Oh, they're just amazing. Look at these markings. Oh wow. That's just absolute textbook, isn't it? That rippling water that you've got there, beautiful. 6 carats of Larimar. Pear-shaped cabochons, 12x8 millimeters. Pack of 2 again, calibrated sizes we've got here. A pair of earrings, perfect for that. 3 carats in each ear. You can see I have a pair, but they're not matching, are they? You know, you'll never ever get that identical match. XWGP42. They've been on once before. We've got the last of stock, just 20 chances left. 20 chances. £14.95. £14.95. That's an amazing price. XWGP42 is your code for these ones. Oh, if you've got the gallery wire, the gold gallery wire will look amazing. The silver gallery wire will look amazing with these. 12x8 millimeters in size. 0800 644 655. Loads of you coming through for these. A massive well done. It could just simply be rings if you wanted it to be. It's entirely up to you. Or we could go for earrings. Or do you know what? Multi-buy. Have the lot. Have the earrings and have the ring as well. 0800 644 655. Avis in Kent, Shannon, Norfolk, Victoria in Greater London, Janice in Lancashire. You're there as well. Congratulations to you. If you're brand new to Jewellery Maker, if you've never seen Larimar before, this is a great opportunity and a great price point to be trying us out, to be trying the gemstone out as well. Collector in Berkshire, you're there as well. Elizabeth in Denshire, Linda's there. Congratulations to you. Confirm, confirm, confirm. Now have a look at this strand. This is beautiful. These are pretty. Are these graduated, I think? Slight graduation here. Wow. The greens, the blues, tropical waters. Sometimes we'll get the green hues, sometimes we'll get the blues, very much like turquoise in that way actually. And then we get these gorgeous white hues coming through, literally like sea foam. Really, really pretty. 0800 644 655. So 1916 was when this gemstone was first stumbled upon. It was a chap named Miguel Loren, Father Miguel Loren actually, that kind of discovered this gemstone, and he requested to explore and exploit the mine, but it was rejected, and it wasn't until 1974. So quite some time later, actually, that Miguel Mendez and Norman Rillin rediscovered Larimar in 1974. Thank goodness they did. Thank goodness they went back. Not to they went to the Smithsonian Museum first time round, industrial waste, but then found far more of the gemstone. It wasn't until the second time that they took it back that they said, right, hang on a minute, we're looking at something that is not just industrial waste here. We're looking at a beautiful blue gemstone. The mine conditions, if you didn't, unfortunately we can't play it again because it's actually 7 minutes long, but the mining conditions, you know, the video footage shows you down the mine, 500 meters is as far down as it's going at the moment, and it showed you a kind of like a little diagram of the veins as well, and how it is literally like a maze underground for this gemstone, and the miners just keep digging and digging and digging for this gemstone. £79.95. Wow. Do you know, I love the silver spacers in this. I think I would just have to replace those with 925 sterling silver. 6 to 7 millimeters, so you've got that ever so slight graduation with this gemstone strand. Absolutely stunning. It might be that you take it to a jeweller's and have this set with solid gold. Imagine solid gold. Can I just say as well, please get your items valued. Whatever you are making, get them valued. It's very easy, I think, here at Jewellery Maker, because we're getting such exceptional deals all the time, to maybe not think to get something valued. You'd be absolutely shocked and amazed at some of the valuations we've had come back here at Jewellery Maker. So please, please. Oh, look at this. Oh gosh, loads of people texting and asking for rounds. These are 4 millimeters. Now this, I'd quite like an anklet, and I'd quite like a shell off the beach in the Dominican Republic to add to this as well. Only 73 originally, last 18, so it's last of stock Larimar showcase for you. Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? Just, you know, your Larimar and then a shell off the beach in the Dominican as well, just to top that off. A beautiful anklet. Oh my gosh, I love that. 4 mil. You know, 6 mil is the desert island size, but 4 mil is equally as well. So it's a great size to incorporate into your seed bead designs. Really versatile. We can just restrand a 4 mil and it looks fantastic. Macrame designs for the guys. Perfect. CW SF39. Now this is a long strand, 38 centimeters. This will go around the wrist twice. No problem at all. So that essentially is 2 bracelets. You can see that even with the more delicate size, we're still getting those kind of trademark markings within the gemstone, those textbook markings, aren't we? Beautiful. I think this might be my favourite strand, you know. 0800 644 655. CW SF39. Eileen in the West Midlands, Melanie in Norfolk, Angela in Surrey Collector in Tyne and Weir, Justine in Nottinghamshire. I only had 19 chances. Half of the stock has already gone. Come in and check this out. Now, if you are a lover of Larimar and you're thinking, oh, do you know what? I can't cope with this. There's too much to choose from. And obviously, you know, we're not talking about price points here whereby we can come in for every auction. If you're struggling to choose, check out what you can. Your order stays open until midnight tonight, so your card isn't debited until the following working day. You actually have until midnight to adjust your order. So if, like some people, like myself, especially when we have showcases like this, I will kind of create a wish list by checking out, and then I will go back into that order a little bit later on, and I might just adjust it a little bit if I have to. But you can also, if there's anything else left that you didn't check out earlier on, it also gives you the opportunity to add more to your order. And remember, you've only got 1 P&P in any one day. £3.95. 4 of those left, and I've got a couple of you with 2s and 3s in your baskets as well. Okay, these are massive rondelles. These are huge. Wow. Look at these. Oh, wow. These are really blue as well, aren't they? Really blue. It's like this particular parcel, you know, these particular gemstones that were picked for these strands are the bluest. They're so blue. They're amazing. Great as spacers. That said, I don't know what I'd put them in between because, like I said before, I'm a creature of habit and I don't really want to take anything away from the Larimar. So I might just put spacers, silver, gold will work amazingly as well. Lowest price of all the rondelles, 92 carats in total. 92, massive, massive carat weight. 0800 644 655 QARU94 is your code. We are going all the way down. Oh! Breathe. How have we done that? I keep forgetting to breathe. We don't know. We don't know. 20, that's never right. This is a bigger carat weight than the other rondelle strand I had. It's more than double. Okay, the last strand was 43 carats, went to 39.95. Now, just to point out, this isn't like kind of a regular thing. It just depends on the deal that we got at the time. That's all it comes down to. But because this was a bigger carat weight, I was expecting like 49.95 for this, and I'd have been quite comfortable at that. That would do me nice. 29.95. Oh, now let's be honest. This is an affordable opportunity. I'd have to multi-buy. I'd have to multi-buy at 29.95. That's nuts. That's, you know, carat weight versus price here. You know, we're still looking at natural Larimar. It's no different to our other Larimar. It's just a different parcel of Larimar. What on earth? Joe in Worcestershire collected in Surrey's got 2. Anna in Derbyshire, Claire in Cambridgeshire collected in Berkshire, collected in Tyne and Weir's got 2. New telephone caller. Sharon in Maryland, Deborah in Lincolnshire, you're there as well, congratulations. 92 carats for £29.95. I think it is safe to say that these will sell out. That's nuts, that's bonkers. That's incredible. We had 30, I've got 6 left. Donna in Hertfordshire, I want to high five you. If you decide that 3 is too many for you and you want to send one back, I'm never going to get one of these. £29.95. Wow. Wow. I don't think even our Ross knew that was coming. Right. Can I just show you these as well? Because this one here, that would be in my piece of jewellery. This is like the epitome of Larimar. I can almost hear the sea when I look at this. Beautiful, not long for that one. Right, have a look at these little cabochons. Wowzers. Oh gosh, I love this. I've got 1 strand of Larimar. 1 strand, and I definitely, I haven't done anything with it yet. That's me all over. But I will do, and it's definitely not going to be anything I'm giving away. Love, love, love this gemstone. OSGP 61. 5 carats of your Larimar, pack of 2, 8 by 10 millimeters in size. I dread to think what Ross is going to do on this price. OSGP 61. Welcome to Jewellery Maker. £11.95. That is £6 per cabochon. Again, easy for me to sit here and appreciate Larimar because I've worked with the gemstone before. I understand where the gemstone comes from. I understand the mining conditions. I understand the value in this gemstone. if you're sat at home looking at these Larimar strands thinking, I love them, but they're a little bit out of my price range, come in and get yourself some cabochons like this. You will fall head over heels in love with Larimar, just like we have here at Jewellery Maker. OSGP 61. Okay, this is the final strand of rounds that I have for you. Do you know, these look like they're from the same parcel that the faceted rondelles were from. Look how blue these are. Look how blue these are. Wow. YXRU83, 25 carats, 4 millimeters in size. I love a 4 mil. If I personally could only take one size, any gemstone to a desert island, one size, and it would be a 4 mil round. I love a 4 mil round. So delicate, so pretty. Only 10 chances available. This would look lovely, I think, as a gents bracelet. Natural hemp cords, some leathers. Definitely go and surf a doodle look with this one. Final 10 chances, YXRU83 is your code. If you've just tuned in, we've got 15 minutes left with you this evening. It's our showcase, Larimar Showcase, last of stock, £49.95 for your 4 millimeter rounds, 19 centimetre strand. Julianne in Bedfordshire, Claire in Cambridgeshire, Lorraine in Perth and Kinross, Glenda in Greater Manchester, Sharon in Hampshire, Helena in Oxfordshire. You're all there on the web as well. Telephone callers, you're going to have to press your option number 1 button to get through as soon as you can. Last opportunity to get yourself some rounds in this hour. Last of stock, things are selling out. There may be some things still available, may still be a few things available at jewellerymaker.com. If you have a look and scroll down, you'll see everything that we've aired so far. If it doesn't say sold out, you can still get it. Right, now have a look. Look, oh, I love a nugget strand. It's funny because I love turquoise in nuggets as well, and I think it just reminds us of the fact that Mother Nature created this, you know? Beautiful. Because of over in the Dominican Republic, these gemstones kind of rolling down the river, the water kind of naturally smooths the gemstone, if you like. So they're always quite smooth and almost kind of naturally polished as well. Beautiful nuggets. I think you've got a real organic look to a nugget strand. 114 carats. So many different ways in which you could wear a nugget strand as well. You know, if you want to double it up as a necklace, you can wrap it around the wrist several times. Anklets, you know, you've got that beautiful organic look as an anklet. Wow. And again, it's an opportunity to try Larimar at £10.95. 80 IM94 is your code. 0800 644 655. Loads of you coming through and lots of multi-buys. Imagine, oh my gosh, imagine, I've only ever done one Tree of Life, but it was just wire work on the back of a Labradorite cab. Imagine doing a tropical Tree of Life. So I'm sure that we could get like a stone or something and then put some sand there as well to really make it look like the Dominican. Yeah, I think that would look fabulous. Tree of Life with these would look stunning. 80 IM94 is your code. Loads of you multi-buying for those. A massive, massive well done. Righty-ho. I genuinely have no idea where we're going on price for this strand, and I have no idea how many we've got left either. But I know that this will be a considered purchase, you know. We are looking at 5 incredible gemstones on this strand that are absolutely huge. In terms of carat weight, they are the biggest individual carat weights that we have in individual gemstones. You know, they are absolutely phenomenal. Now, quantity-wise, we have 80. Do you know what? We're going out with a bang, aren't we? Stop by. I want this strand. I really, really want this strand. Do you know, I have a feeling that this isn't going to be a price point where I can say multi-buy. But what I would say is that if Larimar is your gemstone, you know we all have a gemstone that we're absolutely head over heels in love with. I get this a lot with certain gemstones, and I have to find, I did it with malachite years ago, I had to find the gemstone. I literally went in search of the gemstone. So I multi-bought loads and loads of cabochon packs here at Jewellery Maker until I found the one that I was drawn to, the one that I knew was meant for me. And I think we all get that with lots of different gemstones. And I think when you have that affinity with Larimar, you need to do the same. You need to find that gemstone that jumps out at you. And it might be that there is one particular gemstone that looks just like this one here, that literally looks like you are in the Dominican Republic and you have got your toes in that water. You know, that's the look we've got with this one here. But then this one here is like being lay on that beach and then looking up at the sky, and there's a few wispy clouds there as well coming in. All of these markings in these gemstones kind of transport us and make us think of different things. You know, it might be that you look at one of your Larimars and you might see some feathering in there that reminds you of an angel wing. So it might be that one that you're drawn to. So all these markings will be completely different and unique in every gemstone. And when we have the gemstones that are bigger, we've got a bigger surface area to be looking at those markings, so we really can study them closely and pick our favourite ones. Now this will be a considered purchase because of the carat weight that we are looking at in each individual gemstone. They are the biggest that I have for you this evening. And, you know, as many of us know, that the more points, the more carats you can fit into a single gemstone. When you're looking at like for like, when they're from the same parcel, the higher that value will be. So, you know, if I had a strand that were 98 carats, exactly the same parcel, let's say I had a strand of 98 carats, we'll go with rounds, you know, they're smaller in size individually, then this would come out higher in the valuation because I've got more points, more carats in one single gemstone. So this particular strand, I've got 98 carats across 5 gemstones. That is making these averagely, I don't know, 19 point something carats per gemstone. Oh my gosh. And you know, the thing is, I mean, that Monica Veneda ring that we saw, we couldn't see a carat weight on there. There's no carat weight. There's no information on there. It's one gemstone. I would hazard a guess that the depth wasn't as deep as some of these because you can tell from the design of the ring. So, you know, we might be looking at, I don't know, maybe 10 carats in that Monica Veneda ring, if I had to hazard a guess. And the ring is 320 something pounds. And again, I'm not making a direct comparison. It's finished jewellery. But here, I've got 5 gemstones. I've got 98 carats of completely natural Larimar. 19.6 carats. You have got to be kidding me. How have we managed to get this in double figures? I know we said we were going out with a bang, but I genuinely had no idea where this particular strand was going on price for you this evening. 149.95 is probably more realistic of what I thought I was going to see for this one. I didn't for 1 minute expect to see double figures. And if you'd have told me we were going down to double figures, of course I'd have predicted £99.95. 0800 644 655. I had 80 chances, 20 have gone in a flash at that crash. They really have. I'm not surprised, to be honest. Liz in Surrey, New telephone caller, Helena in Oxfordshire, Debbie in Greater Manchester, Carol in Shropshire, Claire in Cambridgeshire. New telephone caller, Collect in Berkshire, Angela's in Surrey, Sue, you're there as well. Loads of you coming through on the phone lines and on the web. But remember, it's all about confirmation. You must make sure that you're checking out as soon as you possibly can. You'll have these home in a couple of days' time. Now, I can see a few multi-buyers. I'm guessing that that is probably to pick your favourite strand. But do you know what? If you can keep them both, I know selling at the moment is a bit trickier because we're not crafting, we're not going to craft fairs. However, lots of us selling on websites. If you're selling on a website, and again, when I throw prices out there, it's entirely up to you. But when I throw prices out, I'm just giving you a guide, going by what I know about the gemstone, the processes that this gemstone has come through, the mining, etc. That's where I'm coming from. I would take the markings into consideration. This particular one here, if I was selling this at an average carat weight of 19 carats, I would take this to a jeweller and have it set in solid gold, and this would be way into 3 figures for me, this particular gemstone that I'm looking at here. Just have a think about that when you get the gemstone strand home, if you're selling on. Amazing. Now have a look at these cabochons. Whoopsie, durable. Wow. You know I said you have to find that stone. I've just found it. I have just found it. I have to have this pack. How can this be arranged? This is the one I want. This is the one that has just jumped out at me. Look at this. 6 chances, 120 carats of Larimar multi-shape cabochon pack. So it's a multi-shape pack. You could get different shapes, different sizes. You could get more at smaller sizes, less at larger sizes. What we're guaranteeing here is the carat weight, 0800 644 655. Absolutely incredible. If you are a wire worker with the gallery wire, your sterling silver wire, oh my word, these are amazing. Right, I've got time to squeeze in some more nuggets. What an opportunity. Amazing. Say again? Say that again. Larimar. Under 10. Larimar. See, I have to make sure. The mistake that we have made in the past, if I say it out loud, we have to honour it. So I have to be really careful. We have to be really careful. I just wanted to hear that several times before I actually said it, because that's not the kind of thing I want to be messing up. 300 carats, genuine, natural Larimar, under 10 pounds. Oh my gosh, look at the web. Look at the lines. 0800 644 655, 4 by 3.5 to 11 by 6 millimeters in size CT XP 58. If I've got people buying 3s and 4s of these, I don't blame you. Oh, roll on the summer. Imagine maxi dresses, this on the beach. We will get there. We will. May not be this year, may not be early next year. I don't know when, but we'll get there, and it will be even better. CT XP 58 is your code for that one. Right, cabochons under 10. Okay, look at these. Ooh, look at that. Beautiful. 2 carats, pack of 5, going under £10. 0800 644 655. Confirm, confirm, confirm. Keep checking the web. There's still some items available from the Larimar showcase. They are last of stock. I don't know when we'll have any Larimar back for you, so do take advantage. VDGP24 is your code for these ones. Massive, massive well done to those of you that have managed to get yourself some exceptional Larimar this evening. We really, really had some treats. They've been phenomenal. As I said, there's still some left, so do check the website. Now, the Night Owl, didn't get time to squeeze it in, unfortunately, but we'll bring it to you tomorrow if we can, the pink spinel. So please do come and join me tomorrow. I will be here from 2 o'clock tomorrow, 2 till 4, and then 6 until 8 p.m. as well. Get checking out. Oh yeah, we've got beginners tomorrow, haven't we? Claire McDonald will be here. Whatever you're doing for the rest of your evening. How long? Oh, have a great one. Have a safe one, and I shall see you back here tomorrow from 2 o'clock. Take care. Good morning. We've had the most bonkers morning. Oh dear. Hello, my lovelies. We've had to wear animal print today because guess what our theme is today? Autumn animals. Not winter wedding, you cheeky thing. Autumn animals. Oh, have we got a show for you today? I've just put a Facebook Live on. We have finally got back in stock today for you the hedgehog pearls that I launched ages ago. We finally got them back. They are in. Do you want to, last year, wasn't it, when I launched them? Every single one sold out. I bought 5. I bought 5 strands. These, oh yeah, I've just realised this. Just realised there's a camera on its own. Even from there, look though, we have got the beautiful hedgehog pearls. Now they look a little bit, they look a little bit spiky like a hedgehog, like an Italian meringue, but they're not. They're very comfy. They are very comfy. And these, in a kit with our amazing guest designer Sheila Davis on the show today, these utterly beautiful peacock pearls are in a kit.
They've got a flat though, Zima. They've got a flat back.
Sorry, they're lovely.
Yeah,
they are
lovely.
really good.
In a kit.
Really good.
And then we've got some brand new, oh my goodness, courtesy of Debbie Bulford, lovely acrylic autumn animals that Sheila's turned into beautiful jewellery that I put on my Facebook page last night as well. So the lovely acrylic autumn animals. Now these kits that we've got with the acrylic autumn animals, very limited. I've got less than 40 of each. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that the perfect gift for a teacher?
Yeah, do you know, when I was making them, I thought these would be absolutely great.
Yeah.
I did think that, Zina.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, for a teacher's gift.
And, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's so much in the packs as well.
They're brilliant.
Yeah.
But I've only got about under 40 of each one. But there's also good news because we have got, as our deal of the day today, we have got a brand new to us here at Jewellery Maker, never had it before, Himalayan beryl. Now, if you don't know what Himalayan beryl is, it is a great alternative to diamonds. It is the most pure beryl you can get. Very, very rare, but we have a deal of the day. Brand new launch, courtesy of us being back under the Gemporia wing. And we have Himalayan beryl. That is the big launch of the day at 11 a.m, okay? So, we've also got a beautiful green aventurine necklace, which I'm trying to see if I've got that near me. Okay, I'll find that. And also, you're pointing at? Is it this one here? I'm so sorry. Ah, is it that one?